Kendric Pryor. Kendrick, big game against Iowa. How's it feel to have a couple touchdowns underneath your belt now?
It felt good. After I first started, it kind of felt me like back to my first high school touchdown. But this is completely different. It's a bigger stage. So I was just really excited, and I just made sure I thank Tyler for the block that he made on the jet sweep, and then my second one, I was really excited about that. I was just trying to go out there and showcase like I can catch the jump balls. So and it also gains trust from your coaches and from your quarterback that you can go out there and make plays like that. So it felt really good to make those two touchdowns.
Now, was that technically a jet sweep? Is that what they called it, or is it more of an end around, or does it matter what they call it?
It doesn't matter what they call it. I just called it a jet sweep. But
no worries. Now, last time I played was high school, like junior year of high school, and we had a terrible offense. So don't mind me. When it comes to, you talked about the block, and what does it do for you when you see a 320, 330-pound lineman pulling and then devastating a defensive back?
Man, when I saw him do that, I'm like, yeah, it's like with almost 100% chance I'm going to score, because there was nobody else out there. I felt like even if he didn't pancake to the ground, he made a good enough block for me to score on that. But once I saw him push him to the ground, I was like, man, this is almost a guaranteed touchdown.
When it comes to, what does it do for an offense when you see the physicality on display? When you see a bad block, not just that block by Tyler, but you saw Austin, like he was on Twitter, a little bit of fame with the fullback leads and blowing over. I think it was the same linebacker both plays that was shown.
We always want to congratulate the offensive line, because without them, or even without Ram, we wouldn't be like who we are. So we always congratulate them just on the great blocks, because if they didn't block for Alex, for receivers, we wouldn't be able to get the ball. Even on some of the pass plays, if Ram doesn't pick up like a linebacker or something. So it just feels good, when they go out there, even though they don't get as much, they won't get as much love as receivers, quarterbacks, or running backs. So we just thank them for what they do.
When it comes to that touchdown reception now, how high is your vertical, and how long did it feel with that ball getting to you?
My vertical's at 38.5, and then I was a second option on that play. So once I came out, I saw him looking at me, and I had to make sure I was to catch that ball, because make sure the DB didn't catch it. So I just went up and just grabbed it, and then I came down with it, and I was really excited that I caught it and scored my second touchdown.
When it comes to you guys, young receivers stepping up, you, AJ, and Danny, especially with the injuries at the position group, just how have you guys taken it to task? Do you guys feel any extra stress at all right now?
No, not really. Going into last week, with keeping hurt, we just all talked about being dominant. Everybody kept asking since Q's down, who's going to be the next receiver to step up and this and that. But as a group, as for us, we just talked about, we all just step up, and that's kind of what we did. Danny had 74 yards, some great catches. AJ had a touchdown, I had a touchdown. So we all kind of just took it to ourselves that as a receiver group, we all step up and show them we still got ammo left, even though Q's down.
And when you have with coming up Michigan now, and you guys showed up and had some big catches against Iowa and their defensive back like Josh Jackson, who I know got a couple of his. But looking at Michigan, what do you see out of their secondary that stands out to you?
They play a lot of man. It's really just gonna come down to us winning our one-on-ones. Catching the contested balls, the 50-50 balls. So we just kind of got to work on our technique this week, But going against our secondary and stuff, that's helped us out a lot the whole year, because you see what they do. I consider them one of the best secondaries in college football. So just going against them every day in practice only helps us get better, but helps them get better. So going against them is going to help us going against this man-to-man defense.
Is it because the techniques are the same? You see a lot of man-to-man, or how does it really help? Obviously going up against the experience and the talent, but is it the same type of style? You feel, or is it a little different?
I don't know. I would say a little different, but man, it's still kind of man. So just the stuff our defense does. It's different from what other teams are going to play us, but it does help though, for secondary wise.